What's up, everybody? This is Dylan. That's Justin. ManToManFootball here. Avid Longhorn fan, avid Cowboy fan, both avid football fans. Let's get it.
What is going on, everybody? Talking Dallas Cowboys football here. Dallas Cowboys just hired Dan Quinn as of yesterday. Today is 1/12/2021. Dylan, Dan Quinn, I know we both know a little bit about this guy. Ran the Legion of Boom out of Seattle. Went to the Falcons, made it to a Super Bowl in his second season as a head coach. The guy has been a phenomenal D coordinator throughout his career. They've kind of shown that he has been in the top half, actually, of defenses he's ran over the next past, I think it's like 8 years. This guy runs a similar kind of defense to Rod Marinelli and the Chris Richard back in the day. Chris Richard does have ties to this guy. They're talking about a possible reconnection in Dallas
Hey,
with
there you
Chris
go.
Richard after he sat out the 2020 season. Dan Quinn moving forward with the Dallas Cowboys in the 4-3. Question to kind of an outside point of view, do you think that is what Dallas was made to do and has been built to do for the years? Do you think DeMarcus Lawrence will return to his Pro Bowl form back to the 2017 and 2018 seasons?
For Cowboys' sake, I hope he returns to Pro Bowl form, but I really don't think so. I think the best years of D-Law are way past. I feel like as soon as y'all paid him, he just fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah,
And I feel like I've heard some highs and lows, some people, compliment some things here or there. But man, return to form. I mean, it seems to be the Cowboy way. We've kind of talked about with Zeke too. You pay
you
him, now
get
he's
paid,
lazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
get
I mean,
paid and you fall off.
Amari. I don't know. I don't know if you could say the same about Amari Cooper. He was kind of lighting it up when Dak was there, but I don't know, man. Can he return to form? I hope so. But I don't have a whole lot of faith in D-Law.
Yeah. So Dan Quinn, one of the things that I'm really excited about moving forward with him as a defensive coordinator is, he has been a D coordinator in a lot of big play moments, playoff moments, stuff like that, Super Bowls. The one thing I'm excited about Dan Quinn is I don't think he's going to have to earn the respect of this team. I
Sure.
think one thing we talk about early on in this season is the effort on this defense was abysmal in every aspect, whether it was D-line, linebackers, corners, safeties. This defense just was lazy. And they talk about how Mike Nolan ran this hybrid defense where things could kind of get confusing because everything was disguised and it looked different and people were getting beat deep a lot, especially early. Talking to you early. Um, Dan Quinn, I think, will kind of not necessarily simplify things, but make it easier for these players to buy in and not be as confused moving forward. There was a lot of confusion out of last year with Mike Nolan as the D coordinator, and it did help a little bit when he moved to the sideline, but there was so much confusion. This team was just the historically bad defense. So moving forward, I am excited to. I think these players will buy into this coach more than they did Mike Nolan. People were kind of
And I,
out on Nolan early.
and I think what Dan Quinn does is a perfect fit for like come in. He runs the kind of cover three. If he's gonna try to recreate the Legion of Boom a little bit, it's a much simpler offense. You kind of do the one thing. Or I'm sorry, it's a much simpler defense. You kind of do that one thing. You run the cover three, and you do that really well.
Yes.
That was the staple of the Legion of Boom, and I think that's a perfect transition. Dan Quinn is also a head coach with that respect that comes with that. And now he gets to focus solely on just being a defense coordinator. So I think all that really translates well for the Cowboys. I mean, I am excited for that.
Yeah. And I think the biggest issue we have here moving forward, Dylan, is the talent in the secondary for us. So moving forward into the draft, I do expect them to hopefully kind of let Dan Quinn take over in the draft board kind of sense. We are sitting at 10, which is pretty high. I'm hoping we go full defense. I've talked about this for years. I hope we draft I don't say a first round safety, but I think we draft a second or third round safety and hope we get lucky.
Sure.
Do our homework and do the best available pick. There's got to be at least one safety, right? Somewhere out there's got to be at least one safety coming out of this draft that's going to be a impact player, I think we can kind of try to sneak them out of the second and third round due to them.
I think there is a safety at TCU that kind of fits what you're looking for perfectly. Trevon Moehrig, he was the Thorpe a winner this year for the best DB in the country. The projections I'm seeing are maybe late first round, but probably second round. I think this is a guy that kind of fits in y'all's range. One of the things I know about TCU and Gary Patterson's defense is they play really good sound zone coverage, really technically sound, all very smart football players. If you're looking for kind of that who fits that zone cover 3 scheme and then who's going to play it really well, I think this guy could be a plug and play guy, a center fielder in the back end, who could be a great safety for y'all in a new defense run by Dan Quinn.
Yeah, I agree, man. We need somebody on this team that can play safety. I've been calling for the past 3 years. This team just needs a safety that can be a playmaker. I always talked about Jeff Heath being a safety net. People loved Jeff Heath, but he was just a safety net for some reason. He didn't make a lot of plays. He would just track people down and then play that bend don't break defense, which is what I hated. I would love a guy out there who does his job, more importantly, but at the same time can make a couple plays here and there. We do lose a lot of defensive secondary players. I believe Awuzie is gone, Lewis is gone, and I believe Xavier Woods is also gone for us, unless for some reason we sign them, which I don't think will happen. This defense is kind of in a tough spot. There's already rumors of us cutting ties with Jalen Smith, even though we just signed him. Simply for the fact of his contract is too big. We have a lot of cap issues right now. So I'm interested to see what Dan Quinn does here. I hope that they give him kind of control of this draft and let us go really defensively heavy. I would not mind that at all. I wouldn't mind if every single pick we have right now goes straight to the defense. People want another Tyrone Smith replacement. I think we still got at least 1 year on that guy. At least 1 year before we can start looking for replacements. Dylan, this defense moving forward, hopefully moving into a simplified 4-3 scheme, can we at least return to like a middle of the pack defense? Because I'm not looking for a top 10 talent. I'm not looking for a top 10 defense. I'm looking for a team that can make stops occasionally, not be the worst in rushing, stop the run. We have to stop the run. That's what we were the absolute worst in that this entire season.
Appreciate y'all watching the video this far. If y'all wouldn't mind, throw a like, throw a subscribe, comment down below, tell Justin how cute he is.
Do you think this team can go from 32, which I think is personally that's where I ranked us. We played like complete garbage on defense all week, every week all year long.
Right.
Can we move from 32 and move to that little 16 slot and play decent ball? Because I think this offense has enough talent to carry us into a playoff run.
Okay. Yeah, I think so. And I think, kind of like we hit on already, this is the perfect kind of transition defense. There isn't like we're going to have to build for 2 or 3 years to get what we want. Like this is a very much, it's very simplified, play your gap and play it well. I think the Cowboys, they have some guys. They may also be plugging a lot of rookies next year if they go defensive heavy.
I think we will.
I think this could be a team. One of the things I know about Dan Quinn too, from his time at the Falcons, is he always prefers speed over really anything else. So if he's got a couple guys that are close in rankings, he will always lean the speedster over the guy who's, whatever else, a little bigger or whatever. So I think this defense simplified, could fly around, maybe even with that, kind of create some more turnovers, yada, 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 gets offense back to football. I absolutely think this defense can be much, much improved. And when you're the 32nd in the league, you can only go up from there, right? So, I mean, there's only one way to go. So they got to be much improved. Speaking of the Seattle Seahawks connection to Dan Quinn, there is a safety out there, Justin. His name is Earl Thomas. He was cut this season. There may be some, people don't like his character, his leadership, whatever. He's worked with Dan Quinn before. Dan Quinn knows him. He is still a high-quality safety. Do you see any connection there? Do y'all have any cap space to go maybe reach for Thomas? He may even be on a discount now that he's been kind of sitting around for a year.
I'm sure he is on a discount, but I don't think we have the cap space for him.
Okay.
I would love an Earl Thomas. I talked about
Right.
that early in the season. I would love an Earl Thomas. I think this with the Mike Nolan defense, we needed somebody that would yell at people. Truthfully, other than the coach, we needed a coach on the field, and I think that's kind of, we needed some attitude. This defense has played like complete garbage all season long. I don't know if we have the room for Earl being a seasoned vet, unless we came in and signed him at like the veteran minimum, and he really just wanted to play ball. I don't see him being on this team, unfortunately.
I hear you. And you've been talking about safeties forever, God, since dude, forever. So I know Dan Quinn, his high priority will be the safeties. It's the only thing that makes his defense work. You kind of have to have the perfect mold for the free safety and the strong safety. Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor back in the day, and the iconic duo that they were. So hopefully days are ahead of you as far as having great safeties with the Cowboys.
I would love that.
Would be exciting. Cowboys getting back to playing some defense would be exciting too.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic to not see an opposing offense score on 3 plays. So, but Dylan, I think that about wraps it up. Guys, let us know what you think. Like, subscribe down below. We appreciate it all.
Appreciate y'all checking out the channel, checking out the video. Man to Man Football here. Y'all stay tuned for more.